Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Stu Mad here again. I really appreciate you clicking on my video. These views, likes, and subscriptions, they mean a lot to me. I see them every time. I do. I'm a small creator, so when one video blows up, oh man, it makes my day. So I appreciate you for clicking on this video. Thank you. But let's jump right into the topic. Today, we'll be talking about The Weeknd. About 6 months ago, The Weeknd announced that he was dropping his album Hurry Up Tomorrow on January 24th, alongside his stadium performance at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California on January 25th. So a day after the album releases. It's actually pretty cool to see an artist perform immediately after dropping an album because it allows the fans to experience that hype in real time. It makes sense that he would perform for his fans as the hype is still alive because this is a very important album. This album is going to be the last of his series. If you didn't know, each album he writes tells a story, and one after another, they build off of each other. He also mentioned on his Twitter that this is going to be his last album under the name The Weeknd. It's possible we may get albums in the future, but it seems like he's gearing more towards film, which is interesting to see him explore other medias of creation. But given that this is his last musical album under the Weeknd title, which is a decade-long series, if not more, it's got to be pretty important to this artist. I mean, I could only assume so, given how much of effect he's had on the music industry. But with that being said, that kind of brings us to our most recent controversy with him delaying his album alongside his performance. A lot of people are upset that he's delaying his album because of the fires. A lot of people are saying, why can't he just put the album and push the performance later? I'm not sure why, but I personally think maybe it kind of ruins the moment for the fans that are experiencing that performance live. But I'm going to get into a post that he made on his Twitter, which has his explanation of why he delayed the album/show. So he posted 2 pages. I'll go ahead and read the first. Out of respect and concern for the people of Los Angeles County, the Rose Bowl show has been canceled and the album date has been postponed to January 31st, 2025. Okay, so the first page just kind of gives an explanation to why he delayed his album and when he's delaying it to. The second page says, "This city has always been a profound source of inspiration for me, and my thoughts are with everyone impacted during this difficult time. In light of this, I have also decided to push the release of my album to January 31st. My focus remains on supporting the recovery of these communities and aiding its incredible people as they rebuild." So at face value, it really seems like he's just kind of a good guy. I don't know. Maybe I'm naive, maybe the album's not really finished and he is just using the fires as an excuse to push back his album. But I don't see why he would, given that if he delays this album any further, it's going to continue to lose hype and people aren't going to care as much. And like I said, this album is very important to this person, assuming that it's really going to be the last of his series and the last under his name, The Weeknd. But going back to the delay, it's really hard to believe that he's on some Playboi Carti timing. Like, I know we've just been accustomed to Playboi Carti lying to us and pushing back his album for absolutely no reason other than his own gain. I feel like it makes sense in this situation. It would be really cynical and almost evil if he performed and pretended like nothing was happening. Like if LA wasn't on fire, if people weren't losing their livelihoods and their homes and even their family members. Like, imagine you're at the show and he starts playing Dancing in Flames. Like, that is just insane. That would just be brutal, honestly. So I really do believe him when he says that he cares about these communities, as do a majority of United States citizens. I understand that there's a vocal minority that says all sorts of decrepit things about the fires in California, but most people are humane and say, hey, that's a shitty situation. But moving on to the effects towards The Weeknd's career, it's not a good image. Like, especially because we see artists time after time announce a date and never live up to what they promise their fans. People are tired of it. People are tired of Playboi Carti. People are tired of Kanye West doing it. I mean, of course, it's going to ruin his image temporarily. I mean, I hope not, right? Because this is not really his fault. This is not out of selfish greed or anything. So because of that, I kind of give him respect for doing what he did, for pushing it back. I mean, it would be difficult. I could see how that would be a difficult thing to do. But let me know what you guys thought about this video and what you think about the weekend situation. Like, his delayed dates are 2 weeks from now, so he's going to release it on the 31st. Obviously, California is not going to be all better within 2 weeks, so maybe that his show is completely canceled. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know if you think it was a good idea for him to cancel his show and delay his album. Would you have done the same, or would you have just pushed through it? But that's all I got for you. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're interested in seeing more content, like I'm making a Ken Carson video pretty soon, please subscribe. I make videos as frequently as possible. I work a regular job, so I'm doing both. I'm balancing it out. So really, I appreciate you for tapping in. Thank you.